All right. Something's not working right. It's difficult times. I feel where you're coming from. I'm an empath, so I have strong feelings too. So right now, I'm here to help you with some words that you can listen to think about, and that the world will not change necessarily, but you can take control and change within and change yourself. And that can make all the difference in the world, loved one. So you cannot control the storm, but you can stabilize the instrument. Earth is not chaos, it is training. It only feels chaotic because we prefer comfort over curriculum. You were not born into a finished world. You were born into tension, heat and cold, praise and rejection, gain and loss. These opposites are not accidents, loved one. They create contrast. Contrast creates movement. Movement creates growth. In physics, electricity flows because there's a difference in charge. In human life, growth flows from the difference between who you are and who you could become. Friction is not punishment, it's an assignment, loved one. This world is a school, not a school of memorization, a school of response. Every conversation is an exam. Every conflict is a lab. Every disappointment is a calibration device. The real measurement is simple. Can you remain loving when conditions are not? Loved one, imagine a field of gravity. You do not see it, yet it shapes everything. Human beings function similarly. We radiate emotional states. Calm spreads. Panic spreads. Irritation spreads. So does steadiness. You already know this, though. Walk into a tense room and your body tightens. Enter a peaceful space and your shoulders soften. We are not isolated fragments, loved one. We are regulators inside a shared system. In systems theory, patterns escalate through positive feedback. Anger meets anger and grows louder. Patterns stabilize through negative feedback. Anger meets grounded presence and runs out of fuel. This means something very practical. You do not need to win every argument. You need to stabilize the system. If someone speaks sharply and you react sharply, the oscillation widens. If someone speaks sharply and you respond with composure, amplitude decreases. Compassion is not weakness, it is systemic intelligence. Now consider this archetype. Christ under pressure. not passive, not fragile, not reactive. Christ under pressure is stable. Insult did not produce insult. Love nonviolence did not produce hatred. This is coherence under stress. You do not need to adopt theology to apply the principle, boys and girls. The question becomes, how stable can you remain when provoked? Your emotional regulation either increases or reduces collective entropy. This is not mystical. It's relational physics. When Jesus said, "The kingdom is within you," the kingdom is within you, he redirected attention from outer control to inner mastery. Going inward is not an escape. It's a training. Free will begins with attention, loved one. Where attention goes, wiring grows. Inner coherence precedes outer coherence. Modern neuroscience confirms this. The amygdala detects threat and drives reactivity. The prefrontal cortex regulates impulses and moderates responses. The vagus nerve influences calm, connection, and physiological safety. When attention is repeatedly directed toward fear, outrage, and comparison, these threat circuits strengthen. When attention is directed toward gratitude, compassion, and deliberate breathing, regulatory circuits strengthen. I repeat, when attention is directed toward gratitude, loved ones, especially now, compassion for yourself and others now, and deliberate focus on your breathing, regulatory circuits strengthen. This is practice-dependent neuroplasticity. Compassion is not abstract morality, it's a skill. Meditation reduces hyperactivity. Breathing with awareness increases vagal tone, and pausing before responding builds cortical oversight, especially now when it's so challenging. When internal chaos is reduced, external conflict becomes easier to navigate. Back away slowly. Inner coherence precedes outer coherence, loved one. This is why blame is ineffective. It ain't gonna work. If you believe peace depends entirely on other people behaving correctly, you're SOL, shit out of luck. You're surrendering authorship of your nervous system to a bunch of monkeys. Going within means reclaiming authorship. The question is no longer, how do I control them? It becomes, how do I regulate myself? The shift that changes everything. How do I regulate myself? Meditation and prayer are often misunderstood as religious rituals. They are better understood as regulatory dialogue. Meditation is listening. Prayer is speaking. You need both. If you only speak, demand, complain, request, you amplify internal noise. If you only listen but never clarify your will or attention, you adrift. Meditation lowers cortical chatter. It reduces sympathetic arousal, flight or flight, and it increases parasympathetic tone, rest and connect. It enhances introspection, awareness of internal state. Prayer articulates direction. It clarifies the value hierarchy. It expresses aspiration. Together, they form a loop. Listen, clarify, realign. In everyday life, this can be simple, loved one. Pause before a difficult conversation. Breathe slowly for 2 minutes. Notice your bodily state. And then really ask yourself, what would love look like here? Not sentimentality, not surrendering boundaries, but alignment with your highest stable self. This is the Christ coherence in practice, and practice within you, loved one. Remember, this is school. Every day is a test. Every day. Disrespect, exclusion, fatigue. Will you escalate or will you stabilize? You do not fail because you react. You learn by noticing and recalibrating. Growth is amplitude regulation. Think of yourself as an instrument that can drift out of tune under pressure. Practice is returning. Apologizing is returning. Slow your breath is returning. Choosing clarity instead of contempt is returning. You are not graded on faltering. You are refined by returning to coherence faster each time, loved one. This changes how you interpret suffering. Instead of, why is this happening to me? The question becomes, what capacity is this training? Patience? Courage? Forgiveness? Boundary clarity? Self-trust? Every tension builds something or breaks something, depending how you respond, loved one. So, what are you going to do? Well, here's what you do, loved one. Get yourself out of the mix that you're in right now. You're going to do it yourself. It's not complicated. Here are 5 daily practices. You can do it. 5, just 5. Do it for you. 1, morning calibration is 5 minutes. Sit upright. Slow your breathing. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6. You can do that. Same time, visualize. Recall one person you care about. It could be yourself. It could be the person next to you. Intend to bring steadiness into your interactions today. Number 2, midday rest. In the middle of the day, rest. Before entering a meeting or a difficult exchange, relax your jaws, lower your shoulders, lengthen your exhale. Remind yourself, respond, loved one. Don't react. The third one is it's evening. It's an evening reflection. Ask, where did I escalate? Where did I stabilize? What did I learn? No shame, only data. The fourth is automatic escalation. When anger arises, pause. Name it. I am feeling anger. This labeling recruits regulatory circuitry, and you need it right now. Those deliberately chosen subglottal air pressure tones do magic, reducing the pressure. Number 5, love under pressure. Loved one, when someone is dysregulated, silently ask, what's the most stabilizing version of myself right now? Sometimes it's kindness, sometimes it's firmness without hostility, sometimes it's silence. Love does not mean permissiveness. It means coherence aligned with the highest good available in that moment. So, Earth is not random. It's not random. It's not. Every subatomic particle knows what to do. It's a structured challenge. The curriculum is simple. Remain coherent when conditions fluctuate. Remain coherent when conditions fluctuate, loved one. You can do this. Christ consciousness, understood archetypically, is the human nervous system operating at maximal stability under maximal stress. That is available in degrees. You train it the way you train muscle, through repetition. Every irritation is a rep. Every forgiveness is a rep. Every regulated breath is a rep. The world does not change because everyone else suddenly evolves. Come on. It changes because enough individuals like you reduce reactivity and increase coherence. You cannot eliminate polarity from Earth, loved one. Earth is a school designed this way, but you can reduce the amplitude of destructive oscillations within your reach. This is the school. This is the practice. And final examination is not intellectual. It's relational. Can you remain loving even when pressure rises? You and all your loved ones are always in my prayers. Samuel Joseph Bell, civilian journalist, Orion Experiencer, spiritualmag.org.